home. The leader is Miss Dreamin'. 2 metres away, second Murray track, but here's TCB McRae letting down strongly. He loomed up to Miss Dreamin'. Oh, he's a good horse. TCB McRae comes clear, and that's a big win. TCB McRae beat
Well, the Vicbred Super Series has well and truly kicked off. Of course, a brilliant beginning last weekend at Bendigo on Saturday night. This new and improved Vicbred Super Series, I'm loving it, to be honest. Good competitive racing, a lot of head-to-head contests, and we're going to see a few more of those on Friday night at Shepparton, with the 4-year-old boys and the 4-year-old girls going around. The 4-year-old boys particularly just intriguing. These are the superstars of the open class next season. Now, I've picked out 4 horses who I think are the 4 biggest guns in the series, but there's probably 5, 6 or 7 that with the right draws through the semi-finals and the finals can really stamp their imprimatur on the series. We're going to go to the first heat on Friday night at Shepparton for our first big gun. Arguably the most exciting horse going around in Victoria at the moment, TCB McRae. How awesome was he coming from last in both heat and final of the Vicbred Platinum Metropolitan Pace Series? He draws outside the second line in the first of the preliminaries for the 4-year-old Entice and Geldings on Friday night at Shepparton, but we've seen in his last couple of starts that shouldn't worry him. The opposition might. Solar Sonic's also there, but drawn very close to him off the second line, and Mr. Wickham, who's probably an unfulfilled talent at this point, is likely to find the front, but whether he could hold off the irresistible burst of TCB McRae in the final couple of 100 metres, I'm not so sure. Really looking forward to seeing TCB go around. We know how talented he is, and he's only going to get better because he's a very inexperienced horse at this stage of his career, and he'll want to get that hardened edge to him if he wants to tackle a couple of big guns through the semi-final and final phases of this Vicbred Super Series. The 2 tough, hardened veterans, so to speak, both go around in another of the heats on Friday night at Shepparton, and this is the most anticipated race, I think, of the Vicbred Super Series so far. I speak of the clash between Ideal for Real and Men and Gate. Ideal for Real, so good winning the New South Wales Derby over Hug the Wind up there at Tabcorp Park Menangle as a 3-year-old. Men and Gate, what didn't he do as a 3-year-old? Of course, he won the Victoria Derby, he won the Queensland Derby, the Vicbred Super Series, the Breeders' Crown, and was ultimately crowned Victorian 3-year-old of the year. Things didn't go right for that horse, of course, when he went over to Perth during the Inter-Dominion Carnival, but look, a lot of water has had to go under the bridge for Ideal for Real as well. The good news is they both come here in terrific form. Ideal for Real was magnificent winning last start when parking outside very good 3-year-old Brello's Pass, and of course Men and Gate were super sitting parked and just going under behind Solar Sonic and the Culture at Tabcorp Park Melbourne. And what was his best ever first up performance? I've gone with Men and Gate on top on Friday night at Shepparton. What will happen through the course of the series, I can't predict, but I just think the gate speed that Men and Gate's got, he'll be able to find the front here. Ideal for Real will have to sit parked outside him, and at the moment there's so little between the 2 horses. I think that advantage of being in front could be the deciding factor. The last horse we're going to focus on, funnily enough, I haven't even tipped in his qualifier on Friday night at Shepparton, and we speak of the Culture. Better known probably as a short course specialist, but he has got a great record over the middle distance, and he's a magnificently talented horse with a terrific turn of foot when racing at his best. He was probably a run short first up from a break when trailing the speed behind Solar Sonic and finishing 3rd, of course, behind Solar Sonic and Men and Gate at Tabcorp Park Melton. Draws inside the second line for his first Vicbred Super Series qualifier here, and I think that could cruel him. I like one at odds here, Repeat After Me. He's going to be maybe somewhere between $6 and $12. He's got a very low assessment, only a C2, but I think he's got a huge future, and he might just be able to pinch a march on the Culture here. But as the series progresses, no doubt the Culture is going to be a horse to watch. As I mentioned, terrific racing for the 4-year-old Entice and Geldings as they step out for the first time in this Vicbred Super Series. But the race of the night and the race of the series so far, don't miss it. 7 p.m, 5 o'clock, 2 Derby winners, Ideal for Real and Men and Gate going head to head. Can't wait for that, and can't wait for this Vicbred Super Series for the 4-year-old Entice and Geldings to go through all the way to the first weekend in July.